Hello everybody, this is Robert with didnt Cycle Blog, and it's good to see you today. How's your me Jen? Long time no see, right? Okay. Today's International Workers' Day. And I am an international worker, and so are you. We all are, right? Unless you're very wealthy and you've bought your freedom from work. What a strange thing you'd be watching my blog. Okay. So, I was gonna go. Today I'm not gonna go the normal way home. I'm gonna go. Well, there's not much traffic, huh? There's not much traffic because of the holiday, but I'm gonna go the alternative way. Oh, what do you guys think? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a lot of traffic from the people. Let's go this way, okay? This is the first time I've ever gone home this way from the university, from this campus. But I've gone home from the campus next to it quite a few times. I imagine my tires are a little bit low right now. I had a terrible week last week. Not enough sleep. And actually right now I haven't really slept that much either. Only 5 hours. So I noticed this is taking a toll on my IQ and on my ability to make powerful decisions. And on my thought process, so I really am going to make an effort to go to bed tonight by 11:30. That will give me 6 hours of sleep. I'll try to do that. It's so hard to turn off at the end of the day, you know? So anyways. So, the cat, what's the deal with the cat, right? Well, I left you hanging in that last video, huh? Well, I got home and the cat was dead. Must have been too hard of a ride in the bike back. And the cat was representative of the struggle. I see my canteen is kind of loose in there. Really, they should have wrapped some kind of foam around the beams there. I guess I could tape it up or something. I'll have to do that because it rattles around, man. And that's kind of annoying. And actually I got to put some Loctite in there because the screws come loose every single ride. And I bought some Loctite, I just haven't put it in there yet. So what do we know about that? The cat. Yeah, man, I mean, I was... The cat on the side of the road, I rode that way this morning. And to ride that way this morning and to see the small shoulder that cat was on, poor kitty, man. This last couple of weeks were real tough. And the cat was kind of like a lighthouse, beacon in the night. So ironically, when it died, it's kind of like abandon all hope a little bit, but we can't let it be like that, right? Can't let it be like that. So Bob, you know, I tried to give it CPR. Bobby tried to wait to see if it come back to life. Asked me about medicine we could give it to. Said, I'm not that great of a doctor, man. I don't know. It was dead, so tragedy. Dun 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 dun. No. So unfortunately, there's not much I could do, man. And you know, at the same time, like, maybe if I left it in the room before bringing it home, maybe it would have survived. Honestly, I wasn't well equipped to take care of it right now anyways. It's not, I mean, I'm not glad it died. I mean, it's too bad. So, and you know, I mean, I see a lot of countless cars hurt animals. Never hit an animal with my bike. You know, that's something to think about, you know. Something to think about. I mean, if you're young enough to ride a bike, you should probably be riding a bike because it's healthy. And how much do you travel in your car? I mean, I don't know. You don't got time to ride a bike, but you got hours to go sit in the gym? How does that make sense? A lot of people don't realize that you could ride a bike and cover pretty much the same distance as you could with a car. I mean, if you're not going on big trips, statistically, people travel like what? 30 miles a day? You could easily go 60 to 80 kilometers a day on a bike without much trouble. Oh, look it. This is open in the daytime, huh? Well, it's not open in the afternoon, that's for sure. They must do that to control traffic. So a lot of people just don't ride a bike because they think like it's not feasible. They don't understand it's not that difficult to do. And universally, like everybody I talk to in the US, they always tell me, you need a car in the US. You need a car in the US. I don't know, man. I have a hard time believing that. I don't feel like I need a, I mean, I could, I don't know. I haven't rode my bike in the US in a million years. But my biggest fear would be the road, the police. I can't imagine having police bother me when I'm riding a bike. Or even I hear they give you a ticket to ride a bike. What's that about? I'm shooting in 48 frames per second today. Probably means my recording won't last the whole way through. Look at this guy, look at this guy, I want to be so aggressive. Fuck off, man. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Big man in the car. Big man. Boss man. So I don't know, man. Maybe that's the thing. So what's going on lately? Well, check out my keyboard review. Woo! Yeah, that was like my autism was going crazy. You know what's funny is when you're making a video and when you're talking, it always sounds different in your head than when you hear yourself talk, man. Like, I don't watch all my videos, but when I watch some of them, like I watched the keyboard video just because it's such an awesome keyboard and putting it up, I thought, man, I do sound kind of autistic a little bit, huh? Yeah, it's fucking, that's right. I mean, but I mean, like when I'm speaking, it doesn't sound like that in my ears, but when I watch the video, it's like, what the fuck? God, I do look like a abnormally autistic person. That's crazy because it doesn't play out like that in my head when I'm delivering the speech. But I guess it's like that with everybody. I think I read a study once about that. I think I heard that people's voices always sound different to themselves. I don't know. I'm sure I heard that study somewhere. And speaking of hearing things, you know, oh, look at that fucking puddle, huh? Okay, I gotta take this call. Hello? Hey. Can you hear me? I can't hear you talking. Are you talking to me? Talk to me, hey. I didn't read your message because I'm on the bike. Did you get, tell me again, honey? Did you get the name of the medicine? Did you get the name of the medicine or not? Hey, did you get the name of the medicine? There's no signal where you're at. I can't hear what you said. Did you get the name of the medicine or not? Fuck. Sorry guys, hold on a second here. Talk on the phone very good. In the house, doesn't get a good signal. I saw a foreigner on the bike back there. Am I recording? What do you think? Should we check? Alright, we'll check real quick. Let's see here. Okay, alright. How you doing? I saw it before and I turned on the camera. I should keep my camera on all the time. 48 frames per second though, the battery lasts fast, it goes faster. So anyways, I saw a foreigner on a rental bike, on a mobike. I'm like, hey, Lawai. Because that's what they say to foreigners here is Lawai. So when I see a foreigner, I'm like, hey, Lawai, what's up? And scream. Saw one yesterday when I went to pick up the keyboard. Screamed out, hey, Lawai, hey. And it's kind of funny. Because that's what everybody said to me. Some of the Chinese people say, oh yeah, your Chinese is so good. I don't think I have good Chinese really, to tell you the truth. Maybe I say a couple words, or maybe it's my confidence because I've been here a long time. When I say the words, that it tricks them into thinking I could speak really great Chinese, and I don't speak great Chinese. And I should speak great Chinese because I lived here for 18 years almost, right? Unfortunately, I don't. So, I'm sorry. I try to do better next life. But it's funny to yell at the foreigner because, I mean, I'm just joking with them, but when I see them, it's like, man, they actually do look like foreigners to me. So cool. When in Rome, right? Oh, I want to go down here, right? Oh no, I want to go down that fucking road. I'm just stuck in this traffic here. This guy hugging the steering wheel. On his sofa. On his sofa, hugging the steering wheel. So I don't know. It's strange. People are strange. When you're a stranger, streets are happening. Something, something, something. When you're strange, I forgot the words. When you're strange, nobody can remember your name. When you're strange, face just come out in the rain. When you're straight, dun, 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 dun. Anyways, so yeah, what else is going on, guys? Frightening developments. What is a frightening development? Do you know what that is? Let me tell you what frightens me. What frightens me is in the last week or so, last couple weeks, I've been feeling like overwhelmed a little bit. Like, I was frustrated. I just felt like a huge mountain. Not sleeping. Like, goddamn, I want to sit down and relax. And that's scary. Because I'm sitting here in China with my home, and I got jobs and I got money. I mean, not a lot of money, but I could feed myself and feed the people that depend on me. And I just been so feeling there was a challenge, and a little bit stressed out, but not, I mean, not overly stressed, but stressed enough that I was wondering, like, man, if I'm feeling this right now, I mean, I'm here in China, my wife's helping my kids. How am I going to handle the situation in the US? How am I going to handle going out and being part of that jazz when that stress comes? So I realized that I've gotten too soft. Like 4 days I didn't ride my bike. I should be riding my bike no matter what. Now, I know I have the sleep policy that I didn't have before. You know, when Solaris and Apollo were born, I'd ride my bike like all over the fucking city. Like, this stuff I'm doing right now, it ain't nothing. I'd go over the Loshi Bridge like 4 times in a day. You know, go to Guangzhou, then ride to Panyu, then ride to Guangzhou again. I've done that shit. And yeah, I did take my shirt off in the rain. I was down to 68 kilos, right? 67 kilos. Whatever the fuck that means in pounds. But like, I was really I was really taking every job. Going to, even when my wife was in the hospital, I'd like ride to work. Then I'd ride out to the fucking hospital on a motorcycle and take every fucking job. And that's the kind of physique. You know, now I work smarter, and I worked, I mean, I've done hard work. I've done a lot of damn hard work, man. Now I've done smart work, and I tried very hard to get out of doing that, to not being to being away from my family. But I feel as though, you know, I'm really out of shape right now, and I'm not out of shape because of my own fault. When my wife was unstable, and my son was running away, I couldn't ride my bike and stuff. So I got to work on. I got to get into shape. And I mean like physically, emotionally, mentally. This hasn't even started to get difficult yet. Oh, I got a message here. Okay, Google. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So that's one thing, man. I have to ride harder. Right now I'm not riding that hard, right? Not riding in a couple days. I'm doing the vlog, right? I don't know. I rode it this morning. Before, if I wasn't going 28 when I was younger, my old bike, if I wasn't doing a 28 kilometer average, that means I was slacking, you know, and it wasn't that difficult. Now, I don't know, man. I had these TK 540 rims, 36 hole. I always think that they were stiffer feeling than these rims I got right now. But you know, I also had a different bike, and some people pointed out the way that steel absorbs shocks. Maybe I'm attributing the frame. I mean, it's stiff, but maybe I'm attributing like the natural characteristics of steel to being like flimsy tires, and maybe I got it all wrong. But I was faster before. I don't know, I'm getting faster when I had my sleep going. I was actually saw my speeds increasing, right? If you look at my Strava and the morning speeds, I had some 28 kilometer averages, but man, those were challenged. They weren't so easily accomplished like they were years ago. I know I'm out of shape. Who knows, man? I got to get back in shape before I go. That's for sure. Long time didn't see the day, huh? Get some sun today. If I wasn't so goddamn fat and losing weight, with that flabby skin going on, I'd take my shirt off and get some sun. It's a shame I'm too old and fat to do that. Cause the eyesores in the... So, anyway, the sun will be there tomorrow, right? Yeah, so that's the state of affairs in my brain, man. And I hear on the news there are a caravan of immigrants being turned back at the border in Mexico. Somebody said, oh, they could build a base in Iraq in a couple days and they can't take immigrants. I don't know, man. That don't help the situation, you know? So, and then on top of it, guess what I did? On top of not sleeping and not riding a lot last week, I went out and I went to a goddamn motherfucking buffet. You know, now, sure I was hungry, and the kids were hungry. But you know what I realized? A buffet is nothing but people trying to shove as much goddamn food into their body as they can for the money they spend. Now, if I was at home and my wife tried to give me that much food, like what we eat in buffet, I'd be like, man, I can't eat that. That made me too fat. So then what? We go to a buffet and gorge yourself on food without malice or whatever. Just eat and eat and eat. So that's pretty tough. How does that even happen? I mean, so see my tire feels loose again, man. Shit. 10,000 yen, everybody. Somebody got 10,000 yen. Oh, I don't know how much it cost. If I was gonna change these tires, I'd have to go 36 hole. And what kind of 36 hole tubeless tires do you know? You know, I think about going to the US. Would I keep the tires I'm running right now? And honestly, man, they seem pretty great, man. I don't want to jinx them, but I haven't had any flats, and they're much, much lighter than the ones I used to ride. I could tell when I pedal. Or should I go back to the marathon touring to be puncture proof? I don't know, man. I go over that question in my head a lot. What to do? The Marathon Plus Touring or these? I love these tires, man, but somebody said they only go 7,000 kilometers. So I guess that means in about 6 months, they'd be bad. Six months in America, I'll be in a tent city maybe. Or in a tent in the forest. I don't know, it's tough. Which tire to bring? Would be better to switch to the Mondials. They're kind of a lighter alternative. I mean, they're lighter than the Marathon Supreme Touring. Or go Marathon Supreme. I got the Tourings in my house. I'd save about 400 yen right there. It's a tough decision, man. They're the heaviest tires you've ever seen. But when you're going to old pineapples, oh, damn it. Let's get one of those, huh? Oh, Jesus Christ, I love pineapples. Oh man, I can smell them. Hey, Laban, Dorche. Hey, why am I? You can't hear me. Hey, Laban. Dorche, man. Dorche. Why am I? Get one mic, how about? Dorche? 5块吗？嗯。OK。那现金，给我买2个。现金。微信不可以吗？为什么？要不要我走了？我有微信给钱啊。Okay, he just only takes money, and all I got is WeChat money. Everybody takes WeChat in China. But this guy. Guy's sleeping with his trunk up, right? Fucking idiot, man. Oh, I love pineapples. I should be right. Like, what the fuck you guys think, right? Like, pineapples get exercise. I like pineapples. I like pineapples a lot, you know. I love pineapples, man. So anyways, like what was I talking about before I got so sidetracked by hunger? Buffets, man. Yeah, man. So I tell my kid, you know, as a parent, it's cheaper, not the cheapest, but you know, my kids like it. We went there and we gouged or something. You know what I thought the whole time? I thought, man, I'm trying to go to the US. I gotta get in shape. I can't eat this ever again. It's my last kind of buffet. The last time I gouged myself on food. Can you imagine, like, if cows went to a buffet? And like the little kid cows be like, oh, let's get some more of those people legs. They just got like extra. Oh man. So I'm not gonna go buffets no more. I mean, you could eat. You don't need to overeat, right? You know what I mean? How much damage did I cause in one day of eating? I don't know. Like, I must ate like a week's worth of food, man. That's not helping the purpose, helping the cause, you know what I mean? So yeah, stuck on a feeling, you got a hold on me. When you touch me, you make me feel alright. I don't know even the words of that song. Stuck on a feeling, pineapples are yummy. So anyways, what else is new? Alright, so let me tell you about my keyboard situation, man. Oh my god, I was carrying my... That Model M keyboard is huge, man. My other one, and I don't mind, it's good workout, good exercise. Better to carry a lot of weight than have a lot of heavy tires. I'll tell you what, man, even when you're pulling a trailer, I don't mind the heavy weight and pull weight, but it's like so much harder to ride when your tires are heavy. Look at this guy. Let me go this way. I should be in a lower gear, huh? Or higher gear. What do you call it? Lower gear, higher gear? There's a guy waiting in the back. Get in the back, Jack. Alright, so anyways, oh man, I went this way. I could have gone over the bridge and been home faster, but I wanted to go the extra 4 kilometers or the low sheet to get the exercise. But if I'm not really riding faster than this, it's not so good exercise, you know what I mean? I know I'm not flying when I talk to you guys, but better than crawling, you know? So I looked at every kind of keyboard, man, and you know, switches and keyboards, the buttons are denominally ruled, like mechanical keyboards, by the Cherry switch company out of Germany. And when I worked in Germany, I always thought that the Cherry keyboards were kind of shit. I never really cared that much about them. And they got to be so big and popular. And then I found Buckling Spring, the IBM keyboard. Wow. Trust me, if you like things to click, it's the best, right? So I was on the hunt, and man, the trade war. Try to shop in China, man. It's tough. Everything that's $5 on Amazon is 100 times more expensive here in a lot of areas. So I looked at a lot of different keyboards, and I couldn't find any, man. I found this one keyboard, like an orthopedic split IBM M15 keyboard, that was so awesome. In the US they sell like tons of money. Look at this guy. They sell for tons of money, and I thought I found one, and the guy didn't have it, and I was distressed. And I get fixated on these things, man. I know I'm sure I got Asperger's, right? And it's really difficult for me to control. And so I was fixated on getting the right keyboard, and nobody had it. So I started sending everybody private messages that had other kinds of keyboards, and like had full size. I was looking for a space-saving SSK keyboard, like the half-size one in that review, and I finally found this guy, and he had it, and he could have charged double, and I probably would have paid it. And he was a good guy, man. Check out the review. And I've got that in my bike bag, and it fits so good. It's so small. So alright, and that was like 1,000 yen, man. Not cheap, considering that for 15 to 20 years I'd buy a 75 yen keyboard. I'd say, man, this is expensive. Here I am buying a 1,000 yen keyboard. Well, it's from 1987, so it's already gone 30 years or something. Hopefully it could do another 30. Now that I'm its master. So happy. But then I woke up yesterday to go to work, or the day before, and I was trying to teach my wife how to teach Solaris to read, man, and get off of the fucking YouTube. Oh, they got some evil shit there for kids, let me tell you. And my son knows how to find it all, you know. So I'm trying to force him to read and nothing but read. Change their environment, you know. And so to do that, I had these old rugged work rugged desktops that were connected to their external screens. And all of my external screens are broken in my house. My wife broke 2 of them. The table fell, broke another one. It's fucking, I don't got money to buy new screens. I'm going to America. I can't bring screens to the US. They'll shoot you there for that shit, right? So, and it's like these old screens got this old small resolution. And so I tried to connect it to the HDMI to the TV, but fucking the graphic card and the motherboard was fried. And basically these rugged computers, man, they overheat to hell, the first generation, like what I got. And it's just like really the equipment can't take it. It's wear down, it's strong as hell, but it doesn't matter. It killed the interior contents, right? Tough. So you know, but I was, because I tried to connect it to the TV, didn't work, and I saw Solaris, his computer was broken again. I thought, man, I can't bring this to America, and I want my kids in school right now, man. And all the work I do, they need to have a quality system for their study. And I've seen all my students for so many years that buy computers, I wouldn't let their parents buy a computer like that for their kids. I'd say, man, you can't let your students study on that. And I gave my children worse computers, right? So I said, fuck it, I can't take it no more. So I went out before I got paid, spent 7,300 yen on two workstations. You know, for my children. And that's as much as I could have gotten a roll-off, man, for that much money. I mean, it's a fucking goddamn roll-off hub right there. I'll tell you what. How many times you guys hear me say I wanted to get one, right? But you know what? Now their screens are big enough. They could open it up in 2-page view and read books and do schoolwork. It's a 17-inch screen. They got 500 GB SSD, 16 gigs of RAM, i7 4800 MQ, HD screen. They're durable, steel frames, NVIDIA K100, K3100 graphic cards. And yeah, they're good to go for school now, and they could be upgraded. They got 2 fans. So, in my experience, it's the most durable computer I've ever owned I use it for myself. I've got one. No, mine's got a nicer CPU and a nicer graphic card, but I don't know when I'm going back to the US. I'm trying, but I do know that it works. And now my kids have access to unlimited capabilities to study. I have developed a full educational curriculum for the entirety of the elementary school and middle school and high school. And I'll tell you what, I know my wife is not on the ball homeschooling all the time. I know she's a work in progress, but if I was rich, I'd much prefer homeschool over the educational system in the US or anywhere else. I think we need to focus on how education is delivered to children and students. I think classrooms can be a place for collaboration, but learning could be done, and the classroom for learning could be done anywhere. I think that parents should have the resources to fully educate their children within their own environment. And what does that mean? Like, computer's not just a resource. I mean, the time and the network. I don't know, man. Obviously, when I go back to the US, my kids are gonna enter the school system. But when I see 7- and 8-year-old kids getting bullied, like, fuck you, man. Fuck this bitch, man. All right, man, I'm gonna take this lane over. Fucking muck. Fuck this cabbie, man. Let me get up to my fucking... Ah, bitch. Yeah, run away, motherfucker. Fuck you, man. Where you at? When I see the kids getting bullied in the US school system, 7-year-old, 8-year-old kids, their faces all scratched up and bruised and shit. That's not good. You know, I was bullied in school. And that's not right, man. And not just that, I mean, like, there's just a lot of bullshit in the school system. The schools, in a lot of ways, are just propaganda systems. You know, today is International Labor Day, and I like to use brain pop a lot as an accessory to homeschool. Not solely, but it's one of the many resources. But if you look on Brain Pop, which is a popular mainstream educational source in the US, they don't have any. I was trying to teach my son Bobby about International Labor Day, and they don't even have that on Brain Pop. They don't have that listed as a holiday. When I look up the Haymarket affair, they don't teach that to kids. But pop culture, like Beyonce and bitch, got my money, bitch. I mean, come on, listen to the mainstream American songs, man. Man, I hate to have my kids around that stuff. It's a bad thing, man. It's like, yeah, I'm not like a religious fanatic. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we need another Leonard Cohen song. Dun dun dun. Dun. So I was worried about these computers, man. I called Artie up because Artie's my go-to for logical reasoning. Talk to Artie. I told him about these computers, and like, I could have got like a cheaper one, a smaller one, a less durable one, less dependable one. Pay now or pay later, right? I went with what's, in my opinion, the most durable, efficient. I mean, those workstations are over-engineered, you know, on a whole different level of quality than the current level of workstations. That oh hey Tesla, that M6800 with the heavy steel frame, it's not steel but aluminum, magnesium, whatever, compared to the current versions, you know, I'm sure they were more expensive to manufacture. There's more room inside the case for air to circulate. It's just a good deal, you know. So I'm sure I'll regret it later. I don't know. I read somewhere on the screensaver, it said, don't regret things that you can't change in the past. Be proud of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Some cool breeze, huh? Cool breeze, all right. It's gonna rain. Not much of a holiday this holiday, man. I worked every day. So I got their computers home, and it's been up till 5 or 6 in the morning. Well, it wasn't that difficult to change the drives in Linux. It's simple, drop it in another machine, it works. Pretty cool. I got so many things to do. Now this is where having good sleep, if I slept well, I feel like I'd know which choice is the best choice. Right now, I feel like, yeah, I'm squeaking by, but I'm not making the best choices, you know what I mean? So, see a lot of pretty girls in China, and you know what? That's all that they have is beauty. I mean, really, like, for some of these girls, it's no secret. They use that beauty as a tool. Maybe this is universal, or maybe it's even more universal in poorer countries, but for a lot of these girls, it's like they're all in their society, all in their environment. Beauty is a tool. I mean, parents sell their daughters. I mean, it's really not a stereotype. I'm not trying to be chauvinistic. And it does something to society when there's so many super pretty girls, and the whole society revolves around like materialism. Like, I don't mean like shy materialism. Like in the US, people could be like super materialistic and not talk about it. However, oh, they're checking IDs. However, in China, to get out of poverty, anything to get out of poverty, and it creates a appetite, and beauty is the marketable tool, more important like than college, or when I teach in the community college, the school doesn't really guarantee anything. Getting married to somebody for money is the main. I mean, I would ask like classes of students, what is your goal? I want to have a rich husband. That's what they'd say. Like flat out, like, and nobody would be embarrassed to say that. My goal is to marry a boss. Rich, I mean, that's like the common, like, it's like, come on, you don't got to think like that. And then, so anyways, I don't want to get sidetracked on culture, but just know that when you see that. So what else is going on, everybody? I was gonna say again, these headphones that I got, as far as like, I got this program. Now I gotta become more efficient with these headphones. Like, what am I gonna listen to? Right now I listen to some podcasts about science and shit, and it's like all random, like random coolness, like the effect of cities on animal evolution, and how the senses of smell works, and the talking drums of South America, and all this randomly cool shit, right? But these energy, aside from it telling me in my ear my lap speed, and they're great, man. But I have to be greater. I have to think like, what are the right podcasts to listen to? So, I mean, like when I say, okay, Google, you know what Google News plays? They play like Fox News and NPR News and Bloomberg, and like this mainstream shit that, yeah, you need to know it. You need to put your pulse on the mainstream, you know, check its pulse, but But it's not like my. So I think I got to do some audiobooks, and I'm really bad about reading. Like Civilization, that's bad. I tell you, I get hooked in that game if I play it. Well, not just that, guys. Like when I was young, I had a problem. I would just read and read, and I wouldn't stop. Oh, good. It's raining. I gotta cover my. I gotta move my phone, put the rain case on. Shit. Feels nice. I was like that whole Game of Thrones thing. When I saw the first movie, I had to read the books. So I read all the books in a couple days. No sleep, no food, or yes, food. It's like a crackhead, you know what I mean? So I'm very careful about not opening books because it just like suck me into a black hole, So, however, like Elon Musk has got a book list. So I was thinking about getting the audiobooks for the non-fiction titles on his book list. And give me some insights into his head a little bit. So I'll be doing that maybe. Bobby's reading all of his Asimov series books and stuff. I tried to create a good reading list for Bobby, but I think I'm gonna go through audiobooks. But audiobooks require a long spaced out concentration. If anybody has any recommendations for science-based, interesting podcasts or news-based podcasts that are updated regularly, let me know in the link in the comment section below, right? Now, what else is going on? Well, the North Korea thing, right? And Trump and all that soap opera shit, man. You know what? I mean, Dennis Rodman went to North Korea, said that Kim was a nice guy, and North Korea did a tour de force to show they weren't fucking around, and they got their weapons. And it seemed like now they want to have meetings and stuff. I mean, I haven't had time to read Facebook that much lately, but I see a couple of people say, oh yeah, Donald Trump should be getting the Nobel Peace Prize. Ironic. Ironic. But I don't think that Donald Trump had anything to do with it, man. I think that Kim Jong-il, whatever his name is, had a strategy to open up North Korea. From the time he went to school in Europe, it was always his strategy to open the North. And to remain in power. That's a tricky thing, right? So I think what you see playing out right now has nothing to do with Trump, right? Now, somebody asked me in the comment section about Tesla's autopilot in Florida. How do I feel about that? Well, number one, I'm starting to get the feeling that individual car ownership is a waste of resources. It's starting to become apparent to me that people should be ride sharing and even sharing cars. Number one. Number two, I don't think that I think the auto driving feature of Tesla is a great thing. But Elon was trying to make electric cars mainstream, right? That's just kind of like a bonus. I mean, look at cruise control. That's like an innovative bonus. Oh, that feels good. Yeah. You know, it's not yet anyways. Fully autonomous. I think people have to be careful, man. And I heard about people falling asleep while the autopilot was on, and it saved their life. And I do agree with the fact that one of the tweets I mean, look at the small amount of accidents that happen with Tesla compared to the huge amount of accidents that happen with human error. So I don't think anybody said autopilot was perfect. And if you're gonna have your own car, you still got to drive it a little bit, right? Keep your eyes on everything, right? Yeah, I wouldn't. So I don't. That doesn't do anything to alter my perception. And really, like, as far as the job scene goes, I'd love to work in SpaceX. Is my first choice. And as the second choice, either Tesla or Solar City's gonna have a lot of jobs. You know, where else are you gonna work at, man? I mean, Amazon, I heard, is like a prison. And I believe that Elon Musk, when the VFR goes into space, I hope we have jobs in space, man. And they're probably gonna need old people like me that are to go up there and do these jobs. During the pioneering times. So I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I'd leave my family to go to space. It's hard enough to leave my family to go to the United States. Pretty tough. I imagine my camera's gonna be out of din pretty soon. So this week I'm gonna try to get on top of my sleep schedule. It's tough to have to spend money to live every day, and like at the same time have to relocate to the dangerous place of America. You know, I got to get this check on this university job. Only goes for a couple months. I got to have a lot of stuff to go back. I'm probably gonna have to get some more jobs. And start working more hours than I've worked in a long time. I'm already working a lot though, but it's not enough. So I'm working on developing our teamwork and everything else. And I guess my camera's probably off, everybody. The beat goes on, right? On the street. The beat goes on. Oh, tell me, can you feel it? Tell me, can you feel it? Tell me, can you feel it? The beat goes on. The beat goes on. The beat goes on. The beat goes on. On the street. Woohoo! I haven't heard that song in a long time. What the fuck is that song? Anyways. I'm not gonna talk no more, everybody, because I'm gonna turn my camera off because I think that there's no battery left. So I'll catch you guys later on, man. Thanks for riding with me. See you later.